night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New York Giants. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They're going for it. This is Harris. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. A first down carry for Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Steeler defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Second and 11. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll set up a throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Giants nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Darius Slayton from his end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines rolling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get him next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Giants hit 9-3 here on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. You look at this Steeler defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground. Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Rolling to his right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they have their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. Najee Harris. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score. And then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And that flag accepted. Now another shot here at the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Giants nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Slayton going to take it from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Now 2nd and 9. Pickett completes this one out wide quickly. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Harris running straight ahead. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Pickett back to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Now Pickett looking to change things up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick throw there is incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on the receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's a 2nd and 7. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And down he'll go at the 25. That one, a first down pickup of 8. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Austin. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Harris. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And into to the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Steelers 24, Giants nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Out of the gun now on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
First and 10 at the Giants' 23-yard line.
And Pickett going to move his guys around.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Now a 2nd and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
A 46-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
second down. Here's Barkley again.
And he'll be out right at the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And this taken in by Downs.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Throw out right, pulled in by Downs.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now back to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
But this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Second and 10.
Back to throw here. That is caught at the 7. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up
Barkley
is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
a gain of 1 yard.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Let's go. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. To the air on first down with Pickett. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Second down, here's Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Try him with Pickett here on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he will have a Giants first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Oliver's made the tackle. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
Flush to his right.
Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And some room to maneuver.
Down the left sideline.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Darius Slayton
with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Giants get a bit closer.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Steelers 27, Giants 6.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the gun on third down, Pickett. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's going to be taken in by Downs.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They're going to look to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Pickett looking to throw on second down.
Open man is Higgins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now third down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Now Pickett changing the play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
This is brought in at the 21. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 8.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now they're in the hurry-up.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Connecting over the middle with Downs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
That complete to Downs.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Pushes past him. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The slot man in motion right. Pickett to throw on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That ball caught by Slayton. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards on the play. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Pickett completes this one out wide quickly. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kenny Pickett, 14 yards. And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll look downfield for Waller. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give, running left is Harris. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Pickett.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him, it leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there. That's winning football.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll look to throw now on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They go play action here on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He'll buy some time right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Pickett.
Wide open receiver complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Steelers are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
Giants 18.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's second and inches at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he can't hang on to it. And the screen never got started.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught, and he is going to have the Giants first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. One final shot. They'll look to throw, and he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other